Kuiper, sometimes called the Edgeworth-Kuiper belt, is a circumstellar disk in the solar system beyond the planets, extending from the orbit of Neptune at 30 astronomical units to approximately 50 astronomical units from the sun. But Janet Kuiper is a poet, a performance artist, and a singer, and here she is.
She got that black belt.
Somebody else has brought up the Kuiper belt reference. You're awesome. That's so awesome. Astronomy, yay. I love it.
I never thought about it.
You're totally cool. That's awesome. I've got 2 old ones, 1 new one. From 1997. This is What Do We Say? What do we tell our youth when we let them out on probation for violent crimes because there's no room in our jails? What does it say of us when a painting of a clown by John Wayne Gacy sells for millions?
Whoa.
What does it say of our self-esteem when hundreds of women write letters to Charles Manson asking for his hand in marriage? What does it say of our media when it glorifies these dark heroes? Dear hero, I want to know how your mind works. I want to know why you did it. I want to know how you feel about politics and love and marriage. I hope you're not suffering too much. I love you. What rights do we really give away from those who take our rights from us? I hope you're not suffering too much. Richard Speck, convicted of killing 8 nurses, was videotaped in his prison cell by cellmates with his male lover, counting $100 bills, snorting mounds of cocaine, showing off his hormonally induced shapely breasts. When a member of society commits a crime, they relinquish the rights they have taken from others. In theory. One man in prison filed a lawsuit against the state for serving peas to him too many days in a row. One man in prison filed a lawsuit against Ann Landers because she published his letter when he wrote he killed his wife. One man in prison filed lawsuit after lawsuit against the state solely because he felt a great joy in uselessly spending the taxpayers' money. What do we say to all this? What do we say? Thanks. The old one is from 1995. It's called Where to Go. It was almost sunset, and there was no one on the beach. She went there just to see the sunset, just to try to calm herself down. She had to get away, she thought. She couldn't take it anymore. His affair, her job, the kids' problems, her weight, the vacuuming and dusting. So she went to the beach. The waves gently lapped upon the sandy shore, turning golden in color in the sun's rays as they darkened into a deeper and deeper red, into purple, into blue. A light breeze moved her hair like fingers running to the back of her head. An occasional seagull flew along the shore. There was no one in sight. She sat there, momentarily at peace. The breeze started to feel stronger and stronger, and she had to close her eyes from the burn of the wind and the sand. The sand ripped into her arms like tiny pebbles piercing her skin. The waves grew higher and higher until they sounded like they were about to land on top of her. She finally opened her eyes. Her burning eyes saw that the waves were still only lapping at the shore. The sand had not moved. There was no breeze. She stood up. She couldn't take it anymore. She took off her shoes and sprinted away. This one is from 2017. This one's called Yearning to Break Free. Yearning to Break Free. Asked a guitarist once why he's always breaking into song. He told me that he had to fill his head with music, or else a billion ideas would overflow his brain and he couldn't be able to focus on anything. I thought about this, and I wondered if this is the plight of the creative, that we're bombarded with all these ideas. They attack us, they assault us, they bombard us, they infect our brains. And every once in a while, we let one crystallize. We give our scattered minutiae a form, and you call it a work of art. But you don't understand. If I let it all out, my brain would explode. I suppose these are the trials of the creative, with all these ideas scratching at our brains, yearning to break free. And us creative types, we're left to pick and choose from what deep within us is worth sharing with the rest of the world. You call it art. I call it what keeps me sane. Thank you.